Evening, and I welcome you, students. Sit comfortably on the chair. Let us relax and release the stress, tension, stiffness from the body. Okay, start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, release your tension and stress. 1, 3, 4, 5. Shoulder rotation. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Release the stress from the shoulders, hands. Inhale, exhale. Close, open. Close, open. Release your hands. Just release the stress from your hands. Shake your hands. Shake your hands. Okay. Let us release the stress from the neck. Right hand. Right hand. Inhale. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to the center. Left hand. Stretch to the left side. Release the muscles of the neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to the center. Right. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Right. Left. Right. Left. Down. Up. Down. Up. Give clockwise rotation 3 times. Half. 2, 3. Reverse. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Tap your feet. Tap your feet. Tap your feet. So there are vibrations in the feet. The blood circulation is now throughout the body. We have increased our energy levels. And let us do some breathing in order to relax our mind before we begin our session. So what we will do, we will close our eyes, and we will inhale from the 2 nostrils and exhale from the mouth. Inhale as deeply as possible, and we will exhale with the sound of Om. Start. Om. Inhale deeply. Inhale deeply. Come back. Observe your breath. Observe your breath. Notice your breath. Pay attention on your breath. Forget everything. Focus on the breath. Breathing in. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Fold your hands for a prayer to the God and universe and to the environment. We thank you, God, for the gift of the body, the life, the air, the oxygen, the water. And we promise that we are doing our best to become a better version of ourselves. Rub your 2 hands and gentle massage on your face, eyes. Let this healing energy flow to the entire body. You may open your eyes, smiles. 1, 2, 3. Come back. All right, students, you are back. We are now relaxed and setting up a target. Our intention. What is that intention which we have today, that we will be learning the lesson. And what our target is, we are going to learn about epithelial tissues. What are they? Where are they? Location, functions, and what is the tissues doing in animal bodies. All right, we are back. So you have energy, students? Tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you relaxed?
Yes, sir.
Focus, concentrate, and intention. That what is our intention? To learn. All right. Okay, students, we are back. Your pencils and pen should be there. All right, students. What we are discussing about the animal tissues. The important point is, as I said, that what when we are breathing, our chest is expanding. So we have specialized muscle cells which are performing functions. The entire inside the entire body, you are aware of the blood, how the blood is undergoing circulation, and blood flows and carries various substances from one part of the body to other part of the body, and also collects the waste products and carries them to liver and kidney for disposal. So we said blood and muscles are examples of tissues found in our body, and the tissues are performing very important and different types of functions in animal bodies. So we are going to talk about important tissues. Let us see what are epithelial tissues, and we'll see how many types are there. First one, we are talking epithelial tissue. There is a covering or protective tissues in animal body. What are these? These are protective tissues. Protective tissues. Epithelium covers most organs and cavities within the body. The covering or protective tissues in animal body are nothing but epithelial tissues. They are covering most organs and cavities within the body. It forms barrier to keep different systems separate inside the body. The skin, the lining of mouth, the lining of blood vessel, lung alveoli, kidney tubules are all made up of epithelial tissues. They are highly packed and form a continuous sheets. They have only a small amount of cementing material between them, and no intercellular spaces is there. So body must cross at least one of the layers of the epithelium. As a result, permeability of cells of various play an important role in regulating the exchange of materials between the body and the external environment, and also between different parts of the body. So this is important because inside and from outside there is an exchange of materials within the body, outside the body. All this is happening. So there are different type of epithelial tissues which we will be studying today. And epithelial tissue cells are tightly packed, form continuous sheet. It has power of regeneration throughout the life. In our life, these are regenerating. It is a non-vascular in nature. Epithelial cells lie in the basement membrane, which is non-cellular and contains matrix protein, which is called collagen. And you note down all these points, students. Everything is important. Everything is important. Questions could be put up from any part of this. The location, it covers the outer surface of the body and internal organs. It lines the body cavities like it lines outer surface skin, inner lining of mouth, alimentary canal, nose, lungs, etc. These are protective in nature. So the most important thing is that we have to protect. If we cannot protect, then what will happen? Then life will become difficult and survival will not be possible. So protective tissues, basically, these are protective tissues. Important point. Protective tissues are required in the animals. Protective tissues. Let us see what are the various types. What are the different epithelia which we see? First one, student, simple squamous epithelium. Simple. When it is simple, it also known as simple squamous epithelial tissue or pigment, and that is composed of single layer of epithelial cells. Simple means
single layer. It is composed of single layer of epithelial cells. Note down everything, students. Here is a picture of that. It is given in the NCERT book also. Squamous. Squamous epithelium. Squamous means which is made up of, which is simple. Simple means it is made up of single layer of epithelial cells. Protective, these are protective in nature. They have to protect. So we must know what are the characteristic features. These cells are flattened and thin. Important point. These cells are thin and flattened. As you can see here, we have shown a picture of that. They are also called pavemented or tessellated epithelium. Cells are tile-like. You can see just like tiles at your homes. Tile-like, polygonal and compactly arranged. Just like tiles. Where they are located in the body. Important point. What is their location? Blood vessels, heart, lymph vessels. Now we have started learning more information about our body. What is inside the body? There are blood vessels. And you have heart, lymph vessels. Skin, inner lining of the mouth. Skin. You have a skin? Do you have a skin?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And inner lining of the mouth. Inside the mouth, you can see inner lining of mouth. All this we are learning. We are learning, students. So many things about our body. Admonym pelvic cavities. Whatever cavities, mesothelium, will study in greater detail in other classes, more about it. Here we are giving you certain information. They are protective in nature. Again and again we are using the word protective. So their main purpose will be to protect the animal bodies, protective in nature. Note down everything, students. Note down. So first one, what we are talking is the simplest one, which is of single layer of epithelial cell, look like tile shaped. They may ask you the important features of epithelial cells and where they are located and the function. Protective in nature. We have the second one here, stratified squamous epithelium. Stratified. They contain two or more layers of cell. As you will see here. The stratified squamous. How many layers are there? Two or more layers of cell. They contain two or more layers of cells. Two or more layers of cell. The function of this type of epithelium is mostly protective. Again, function is important. Every time we say something, we say what is the function of this? The function is protective. Their function is protective. Higher the number of layers, more protective it is. So higher the number of layers, more protective. The more the layers, then what happens? It is more protective. It is good at withstanding abrasion. What are the characteristic feature of stratified squamous epithelium? The cells are present in layers. There are layers of the cell. What do you have? Layers. Upper layer do not divide. Students. Location in the body, where they are located in the body. Keratinized stratified epithelia are found in nails, hairs, etc. Nails, hairs, etc. Non-keratinized stratified epithelia are found in conjunctiva of eyes, vagina, etc. So epithelium protective tissues are present in the animal bodies at different parts depending on the type of function they will perform. This is the second one. Note down important points. Note down important points, students. You can sip water, student. I say, oh, water, heal me. Water has great healing energy. Healing energy. It heals me. Water heals me, students. If you have noted down, I will continue further.
Sir, written.
Okay. Next, we are coming to columnar epithelium. It is composed of epithelial cells that are column shaped. You have seen columns, column shaped. The cell comprising column is taller than it is wide. It is more taller than it is wide. Its height is approximately 4 times its width. The nucleus in each cell is elongated and often found near the base. The nucleus is always mostly found near the base. So you can see like columnar ciliated epithelium, column shaped, columnar. It's taller than its width. Note down. What are the characteristic features? The cells are pillar-like. Column means pillar-like. Their cells are pillar-like or column-like. Pillar-like or column-like. Nucleus is towards the base. Nucleus is towards the base. Where do we find nucleus? We find towards the base. And what is the location in the body? Lining of the alimentary canal. Lining of the alimentary canal. Stomach and small intestine. Important. Where they are, they will ask you question where the columnar epitheliums are located. What is that? Stomach and small intestine. You have a big intestine and a small intestine. They are in the stomach and small intestine. So what is their student? Lining of alimentary canal. Stomach and small intestine. Third, globular cells secrete mucus. They are mainly secretory. So the secretion takes place. Note down these important points about them, students. Important points. Different type of epitheliums, they are protective in nature. They are protective in nature. That's what we are talking again and again. Note down each and every point. Then we proceed further, students. Where absorption and secretion occur as in the inner lining of intestine. Intestine, student. Inner lining. What we are talking is inner lining of intestine. These are tall epithelial cells are present. The columnar, meaning pillar-like, facilitates movement across epithelial barrier in respiratory tract. The column and the tissue also has cilia. Cilia. What is cilia? Which are hair-like projections. Hair-like projections on the outer surfaces of epithelial cells. Epithelial cells. The cilia can move. The cilia can move, and their movements pushes. What happens? Their movement pushes the mucus forward to clear it. To clear it. This type of epithelium is thus ciliated columnar epithelium. So ciliated columnar epithelium characteristic feature: cells have cilia on their apices. They help in movement of material by ciliary movement. Present in where they are present, oviduct respiratory passages. Oviduct respiratory passages. Note down everything, students.
Sir, written.
Okay. Next we have is cuboidal epithelium. Cube-shaped cell. As you can see, cube-shaped cells. Cube-shaped cell. Cuboidal forms the lining of kidney tubules and ducts of salivary glands where it provides mechanical support. They will provide mechanical support. Epithelial cell often acquire additional specialization as a gland cell which can secrete substances at the epithelium surface. So they can secrete substances at the epithelial surface. Sometimes a portion of the epithelial tissue folds inward. Sometimes a portion of the epithelial tissue folds inward and a multicellular gland is formed. This is glandular epithelium. Let us see cuboidal epithelium. What you find? Cells are short, cube-like with a round nucleus. They are short. Cells are short, cube-like, and they have a round nucleus. Round nucleus. Next, location in the body. Small ducts of glands. Small ducts of glands. like pancreas, kidney, salivary glands. They are located where? There are small ducts of glands, pancreas, kidneys, salivary glands. They may be secretory in nature. Absorption and excretion are also functions of these tissues. Absorption and excretion are also functions of these tissues. What they will do? Absorption will be there, excretion will be there. So different tissues are performing specialized and different functions. Note down everything, students.
Sir, written.
All right. Now we are coming to granular columnar epithelium. What are these epitheliums? These cells are long pillar-like and store for secretion. Store for secretion. All types of exocrine glands. Where they are located, all types of exocrine glands. So they are all this pillar-like and store for secretion. Store for secretion. Note down everything. Next, we are coming to connective tissues. What are connective tissues? You have seen that primary function of connective tissues in the body, transportation of nutrients and metabolites through direct diffusion between organs and connective tissue proper. What is happening inside your body? Nutrients are being transported. There is a transportation of nutrients. You are eating whatever you are eating, it has to be transported. Metabolic reactions are taking place, and you are aware of diffusion processes taking place, osmosis, all these processes are taking place between different organs and connective tissues. And immunological defense. There are a lot of inflammations in the body. Body has undergoing inflammation, so there is a need to have defense. Defense, immunity, what they say, to fight against invading cells. Invading cells. Structural support is there. Some structural support has to be there. If there is a structure, it has to have a support or it will fall down. Inside my body, you have a skeleton of bones. Then there is a tissue repair after injury. What is happening? The tissues have to be repaired. There are injury, students. These are some of the functions of connective tissues. What we are talking, connective tissue. Binding and supporting, protecting, insulating. What we mean insulation? Temperature changes, temperature changes are taking place, but there is a need to have a constant temperature. How will we do that? There is a binding, there is a supporting, there is a protecting, there is a insulating, storing reserve fuel. What we have to do? Storing of the reserve fuel. Major functions of connective tissue include binding and supporting, protecting, insulating, strong reserve fuel, transporting substances within the body. Within your body, there is a transportation of the different substances. So transporting substances within the body. This is important point. Connective tissues can have various levels of vascularity. What are the various connective tissues we have in our body? If you have any idea, connective tissues. Is blood a type of connective tissue?
Yes.
You talked of muscles. What are there? You have muscle tissues. They are different. Connective tissues, what they are doing, binding and sporting, protecting, insulating, storing reserve fuel which when the body needs it, transporting substances within the body. Okay, note down everything. We are saying there are 4 classes of connective tissues. Blood. We will study that. Bones. Cartilage. And connective tissue proper. There are further subdivided into subclasses and types. We'll see what are those. Connective tissue, all this. What do we mean by this, student? What are the connective tissue consist of 3 main components. What are the main components? Fibers. What are fibers? Fiber. Something is like fiber, like elastic and collagen fibers. There are 2 types of fibers, elastic fibers and collagen fibers. We have elastic fibers and collagen fibers. Elastic and collagen fibers, students. Ground substance and cells. There are ground substance and cells. Not all authorities include blood or lymph as connective tissue because they lack fiber component. All are immersed in the body water. They are immersed in body water. There are 2 subtypes of connective tissue, proper, loose and regular. They differ in the structural layout of extracellular matrix. Enamel covering of our teeth also withstands extreme acid base fluctuations. You know, the enamel covering of your teeth. Your teeth has white type of enamel covering. Is it there or not?
Yes, sir.
Enamel covering. The teeth has got a enamel covering. And you know, you are different type of acid bases are going into our body. It stands all this, which come from various populations of bacteria that grow in our mouths. Overall, enamel is by far the toughest material in our bodies. It's one of the toughest material. And scientists have been examining structure and composition for decades. Toughest material. This animal has the toughest material in our body. Teeth animal. Teeth animal. Note down, few points are there. Sometimes they become questions in the paper. Now we are talking of students important blood. Blood is the very important in our human body. You are aware of that. Blood is considered a connective tissue. The question was why blood is considered as a connective tissue. It consists of blood cells surrounded by non-living fluid matrix called blood plasma. There are blood cells. Blood cells. And then there is a fluid which is non-living fluid. What they call as blood plasma. It is a non-living fluid. Important point. It is a most atypical connective tissue. The fibers of blood are soluble in protein molecules. Fibers are soluble in protein molecules that become visible during blood clotting. It is found in blood vessels. Blood vessels. So important point. Then he asked a question: is muscle a connective tissue? What is a muscle? Each muscle is surrounded by a connective tissue sheath called epimycelium. Fascia, connective tissue outside epithelium, surrounds and separates the muscles. Portion of epimycelium project inward to divide muscle into compartment. Each compartment contains bundle of muscle fibers. What is the softest part? Is most likely the brain. Your brain is most likely the softest part. It is a part that is most changeable due to external influences, and so it is the softest brain. Softest is the brain, is most delicate and soft organ of the human body. Most soft organ is the brain. So much information we are providing. Note down. Okay, the important point is blood. Blood is very important. Blood is a connective tissue. First point we said. Blood is connective tissue. Now he says, take a drop of blood on a slide and observe different cells present in it under microscope. This is an activity, students. You can do in a science lab, in a bio lab. What will we do? Drop of blood. Activity. You have a drop of blood, students, and you will observe it. Observe under a microscope. What do you see? What is there in the blood? Blood has a fluid liquid matrix called plasma. What you will see in the blood, student? Fluid liquid matrix. Fluid liquid matrix, students, that is called plasma. That is the first thing you will see, plasma. Inside this, what is you see? Red blood cells. RBCs. What is RBC?
Red blood cells.
Then you have white blood cells. What is that? WBC. And then what you see, students? Platelets are suspended. The plasma contains proteins, salts, and hormones. What it contains? Plasma. Proteins, salts, hormones. It contains protein, salts, and hormones. Blood flows and transport. What it transports? Gases, digested food, hormones, and waste materials to different parts of the body. You know, blood is flowing inside your body, students. What it is doing? What it is transporting? Gases. What gases are there in the body? What are the gases?
Oxygen.
Oxygen you are inhaling, and what you excrete? Carbon dioxide. Digested food, hormones, waste materials to different parts of the body. So interesting about blood, that this is your blood. It has a plasma, white blood cells, platelets, unwanted items like ammonia and urea. So many things. Hormones, nutrients, glucose, amino acids, carbon dioxide, oxygen, RBC. So many things are there. Note down everything. Note down everything, students. Your blood. Now you see what blood is. It looks red when it comes out from your body. It has all this, so much. Blood is a connective tissue. Blood is a connective tissue because it carries with lots of many digestive substances, oxygen from lungs, food from small intestine, and provide it to other tissues and organs of the body. Other organs of the body need oxygen, need food. It provides. Since it connects heart, lungs, and small intestine with other tissue, works as a medium between them. Hence, it is called a connective tissue. It is connecting heart, lungs, and small intestine and other tissues of the body. Therefore, it works as a medium between them. Therefore, it is a connective tissue. Important point, student. It connects heart, lungs, small intestine, and other tissues of the body. Each tissue has a specific function. Function of blood. Question will be asked. What is the question? What is the function of the blood? Transport oxygen and digested food to each cells and collect waste materials and carbon dioxide. It also transports fats and drug molecules throughout the body. Because of its liquid nature, it connects cells and tissues with each other. Is it solid or liquid? Blood.
Liquid.
So it is flowing. You know, you are injected in the blood. Vaccination. Where vaccination they are injecting in your blood. The drug is injected in the blood. What happens? It is transported to the entire body. Therefore, it is connecting the cells of other tissues. Is a connective tissue, connects. So oxygen is coming from lungs, food from intestine, and it is providing to other tissues and organs of the body. Heart, lungs, intestine, it is connecting them. Waste material, it will throw into the liver and kidney, and they are passing, urine is passing out of your body. All this. So blood is important. Note down, connective tissue. Very important. Question. This was question 2. Question 1. Explain blood is a connective tissue. Note down everything, every point. See the red blood cells, RBC. What is their function? What RBC does? Help in oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange. They help in O2 and CO2 exchange. What is the white blood cells? You see neutrophil, eosinophil, basophil, monocyte. They fight against infections. What do they do? WBC. Fight against
Infection.
infections. Then you have platelets. What are they doing? Thrombocytes helps in blood clotting. They helps in blood clotting, students. Blood clotting. Very important. What the different parts of the blood are doing. Note down every information is important. If I take a sample of the blood, they say, okay, blood test. What they will do in the blood test? What is the blood contains? If I say, what are the components of the blood? You have a plasma. Which is this color? Yellow color. How much is there? Around 54.3% student. That yellow liquid you are able to see. This is the one, plasma. WBC, white blood cells. How much percentage? How much percentage you see?
0.7%.
0.7%. They are defense mechanism, fight against infections. And what is RBC? Red blood cells. How much? 40%.
5%.
So we have told you what is the function of RBC. Plasma light yellow color. Alkaline, 90%, what it contains? 90% water, 7 protein, 3% non-organic matter. So it has alkaline, water, proteins, and non-organic matter. 90% is water. Red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. They are all present in the blood which we have. So now we understand more information about the blood. What is our blood? All right. Sometimes you have heard about what they talk of blood grouping. Blood grouping. Do you ever know what is your blood group?
Yes, sir.
What is your blood group?
B positive.
What it means? The blood has been grouped in certain categories based on proteins in it. You know, when blood transfusion is done, every blood donor cannot give blood to the they first find what blood group you belong, and then blood transfusion is done. Blood grouping. In the corona pandemic, we got a lot of information about this, because the you have seen blood transfusion took place. Just to give you an idea, blood group of a person can be divided in main group. Main groups are A, B, AB, O. There are subgroups also, A plus or B minus, whatever they are. And blood group can be donated to. A can donate to A and AB. And B can donate to B and AB. A and B can donate to AB. O can donate to AB, ABO. And blood can be received from. If A is there, it can receive from A and O. B can receive from B and O. And A and AB can receive from AB, AB and O. O can receive from O. O is, that means O can be used for all this universal blood group O. If
Yes, sir.
something is O, it can be given to the category of blood group A, B, AB, O, all that. So this is an important just information, student, that when we learn about blood, what is blood, and it is a connective tissue, and what are the various components of the blood, and what do we mean by blood groups. We just gave that information because a lot of blood transfusion is being done during the corona pandemic. So this ends up an important topic of our blood as a connective tissue. And the next topic then we will continue next time. Okay, then we will see you in the next class.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.